What's up everybody, David here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get an ambient clean tone inside of Overloud THU. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I made this preset using the Overloud THU Slate Edition. This is not the full version of Overloud, so for every one of you guys in the Everything bundle who have this, you can make this tone 100%. You're not going to be missing any pieces. And for those of you with the full version of THU, you'll be able to take this even a little bit further, which I'll talk about more later in the video. Now, right off the bat, a lot of this tone is based off of an existing preset I made called Mr. Clean, which is a very clean tone. So I took that tone, copied it, added everything to make it ambient, and then named it Mr. Clean, but in space, because spacey ambient. So yeah, let's get started. First we have the compressor and the amp just like the other tone. Really clean, just like normal. I pulled back on the level a little bit because this is gonna get pretty loud once we start stacking reverbs, but other than that, same exact tone. First thing we have in the chain is a digital delay. Now, something to keep in mind is both of these delays, the speed of the delay, the tap time of them, is all going to be based off of your song. So you're going to want to modify that to fit the tempo of your song. These are not like hard rules you have to follow, so keep that in mind. Now, what I did to this is I put on a spread to make it a little bit stereo, and I rolled off a lot of the high end so we don't get these really pristine delays coming in, because we mainly just want to fill the space. We don't want an exact repeat of what we just played. So I can actually roll off a little bit more high end here. Little bit more. Something like that is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to save that. And then we have a tape delay, which is going to go down the center this time. And I'll mute the digital. And this one is just more of a regular delay. Both of these are about 37 to 40% delay level. So both of them together, you get this. A very stereo, full sounding delay effect. And then we move to the reverb. So basically the point of all of this is to smear the hell out of all the delays, out of all the reverbs, and just get this really luscious ambient just swell behind the clean tone. So first we have a spring reverb, which is mono. The mix on this is about 54%. I have the brightness turned quite a bit down, so let's mute the delays and play it with full brightness. That is a little too much. It's going to be a little too harsh inside of the ambience, so we bring that down to about 30%. That's going to settle in with the other reverbs and delay much more, and it's going to make it a lot smoother. So let's turn on the delays and let's add the final piece of the puzzle, which is this D reverb. Now let's take a look at this one. This one is on a 6-second time. This one, the color is all the way to the left, so it's going to make it more of a darker, warmer type of reverb, and then the wet is all the way up to 76%. So let's turn this on and check out the color. Much brighter. It might last a little bit longer, but that's not really the smoothness I'm going for. This is more like it. So let's turn that off, turn back the reverb and delays, and let's add this reverb. And that is exactly what I was looking for when I set out to create this tone. Now, kind of a rule of thumb I've noticed when playing into something like this is you can't pick super hard. Because then the delays are just super in your face, they're way too pronounced, but if you pick softer everything is smoother and much more luscious. Also, especially with this guitar, this is my Schecter Avenger. These are loaded with the JB and Jazz combination from Seymour Duncan. On the bridge pickup, it's a little too bright. It's great and it has a lot of sustain, but it's a little too bright for my taste, so I usually end up going with the neck pickup. Now, I mentioned there's a way for full THU users to get a little bit more out of this tone, and that is because I feel like we're missing one very, very important part to a tone like this. Not important, but very valuable portion of this tone, and that is a shimmer reverb. Now, a shimmer reverb, if you don't know what that's like, it basically adds a whole nother octave above your reverb that gives you a very chorus-like, choir-sounding effect. And for ambient tones, it is absolutely amazing. It is not included in the Slate edition of THU, but it is in the full versions. So if you guys have the full version of Slate, if you have that shimmer reverb, maybe start by deleting the spring reverb, start with the D reverb, and then add the shimmer on top of it. And that's gonna give you a really smooth choir type ambience that you can't get unless you have that shimmer reverb. So just a quick tip for you full version users, definitely try that out. I'm kind of jealous because I think that would make this a lot cooler. So that's it guys, that's how I got that ambient clean tone inside of THU, and I feel like I'm only scratching the surface on THU. There's so much you can do with it and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. So to make it even easier on you, I will include the Mr. Clean but in space preset down in the description below so you guys can just download this tone and play through it right away. But if you're curious how I got this and why I did the things I did, that's why I decided to show you today. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoy playing through the tone yourself. Maybe it'll end up on a song of yours. Either way, I hope you guys like it. Now guys, make sure to like and subscribe. There are new videos every single week and you don't want to miss any content. Make sure to ring that bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. My name is David and I will see you next time.